When Yediyurappa was sworn in as the Chief Minister, he took oath in the name of God and farmers. Perhaps the one entity that he missed out were the Reddy brothers. Today the Reddy brothers are in oblivion and their close aide B. Sriramulu still has some considerable amount of clout in Bellary and surrounding areas.
The Reddy brothers were instrumental in helping the Bharatiya Janata Party form a government in the south using their money and muscle power. They were so stinking rich that they had several choppers which they used even for things like flying home for lunch from Bengaluru, which is around 300 kilometers away, and then flying back. After these mining scams became a national level issue, the CBI was forced to investigate. The first to fall was the kingpin himself, Gali Janardana Reddy. He was arrested by the CBI and sent to jail. His elder brother, G. Karunakar Reddy, was forced to quit and subsequently lost the 2013 assembly polls on the BJP ticket. His younger brother, G. Somshekara Reddy, was arrested by the Anti-Corruption Bureau of the Andhra Pradesh for bribing a judge for his brother's bail. However, their close confidant, B. Sriramulu, who was also a minister in the BJP government, continues to rule this part of the state with an iron fist. The 42-year-old leader from Bellary is a three-time MLA from Bellary Rural and has also served as a minister in the BJP government. Miffed with the way his mentor Janardana Reddy was treated, he walked out of the BJP to form his own party, the BSR Congress, in 2012. Though his party won just 4 assembly seats in May last year, his party's vote share in the south of Vindhyas was something to take note of. And that's one of the reasons why the BJP reinstated him despite his tainted image. Sriramulu is a tribal leader. The BJP hope that he can get them ST votes in some part of the state and help them in winning 3 to 4 Lok Sabha seats. The BSR Congress party polled 19.35% of the votes in Bellary, 10.25% in Raichur and 7.30% in Koppal. Ironically for the BJP, all these were originally their voters. The BJP feel that by bringing him back, they could regain their lost vote share. The champion of the backward class and now the BJP man again started his campaign from a place which is the replica of the Hyderabad-Karnataka region.
One of the prime reasons for B. Sriramulu to be re-inducted into the BJP is the fact that he has considerable amount of hold over the backward community and the minorities, especially the Valmiki community. And the area that we are currently in, the Kaul Bazaar in Bellary, it is said, has voted him to far, with majority of these communities here voting for him in the last by-polls. And it is said that one of the prime reasons for BJP losing deposit is his hold over the community here.
Despite his renewed alliance to Narendra Modi's BJP, Sriramulu is confident that minorities will still vote for him.
What is your plan for this term, for this constituency?
ನಮ್ಮ ಆಸೆ ಇವತ್ತು ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ವಿಚಿತ್ರವಾದಂಥ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಏನು ಜನರು ಏನು ಕೋರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಒಂದು ರೀತಿ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ನರೇಂದ್ರ ಮೋದಿಯವರು ಈ ದೇಶದ ಪ್ರಧಾನಮಂತ್ರಿ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಜನರೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಅಪೇಕ್ಷೆ ಪಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ನನ್ನ ಸ್ವಾರ್ಥ ನನ್ನ ಜಿಲ್ಲೆಗಳು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಉದಾಹರಣೆಯಾಗಿ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ವರ್ಷಗಳಿಂದ ಬಳ್ಳಾರಿ ಮತ್ತು ಟ್ರೈನು ಈ ಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಓಡಾಡಬೇಕು, ಈ ಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ನಡಿಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ವರ್ಷಗಳಿಂದ ಈ ಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಂಥ ಜನಪ್ರತಿನಿಧಿಗಳು ಹೋರಾಟಗಾರರು ಹೋರಾಟವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಈ ಭಾರತ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ರೈಲ್ವೆಗೆ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಬರೋಂಥ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಯಾವುದಂದ್ರೆ ಬಳ್ಳಾರಿ. ಆದರೆ ಕೂಡ ಇವತ್ತುವರೆಗೆ ನಮಗೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಮತ್ತು ಬಳ್ಳಾರಿಗೆ ನಾವೇನು ಇಂಟರ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಏನು ಟ್ರೈನ್ ಏನು ಕೇಳಿದ್ವಿ, ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಟ್ರೈನ್ ಏನು ಕೇಳಿದ್ವು, ಆ ಟ್ರೈನ್ ಕೂಡ ಭಾಳಷ್ಟು ದಿನಗಳು ಹೋರಾಟ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇವತ್ತು ಕೂಡ ನ್ಯಾಯವನ್ನು ಸಿಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ. ಆದರೆ ಮುಂದಿನ ದಿನಮಾನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಜಿಲ್ಲೆಗೆ ಒಂದು ರೈಲ್ವೆ ಯೋಜನೆಯೇ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಸರ್ಕಾರದಿಂದ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಯೋಜನೆಗಳು ತರಂತ ಕೆಲಸ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಪೇಕ್ಷೆ ಆಗಿದೆ.
In the past one or two weeks, I'm sure you would have been asked this question several times. What about Sushma Swaraj? Because she's openly opposed you joining the BJP. Have you managed to speak to her after that, or has there been any conversation? Is she coming here for campaigning?
ನೋಡಿ, ಭಾರತೀಯ ಜನತಾ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಸುಷ್ಮಾ ಸ್ವರಾಜ್ ಅವರು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಳ್ಳಾರಿಯಿಂದ ಕಂಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದರು. ಆ ಕಂಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಂಥ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ನಮಗಿದ್ದಂಥ ಒಂದು ರೀತಿ ಭಾವನಾತ್ಮಕದಂಥ ಸಂಬಂಧಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ತಾಯಿ ಅಂದೇಳಿ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ನಾವು ಮುಂಚೆಯಿಂದ ಕೂಡ ಅಂದ್ಕೊತ ಬಂದಿದ್ವಿ. ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಬೇರೆ ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಸುಷ್ಮಾ ಸ್ವರಾಜ್ ಅವರಿಗೆ ನಿಮಗೇನು ರಿಲೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಾರ. ಬಳ್ಳಾರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಂತಿರೋಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರವಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಅವಾಗ BJP ಪಕ್ಷದಿಂದ ಅಲ್ಲಿ MLA ನಿಂತಂಥ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ನನಗೆ ಎಮೋಷ್ನಲಿ ಏನು ಆ ಭಾವನಾತ್ಮಕದ ಸಂಬಂಧಗಳು ಏನು ಅವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ನನಗೆ ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಬೆಳೀತೋ, ನಂತರ ದಿನಮಾನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಬೆಳವಣಿಗೆ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಇವತ್ತು ಸುಷ್ಮಾ ಸ್ವರಾಜ್ ಅವರು ಈ ಬಳ್ಳಾರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ, ಈ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ರಾಜ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಅಸೆಟ್, ಈ ದೇಶಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರವೇ ಒಂದು ಅಸೆಟ್ ಇದ್ದಂಗೆ ಅಂಥವರು ಇವತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ಕಡೆ ಏನನ್ನ ಇವತ್ತೇನು ಅವರು ಇರಿಸು ಮುರುಸು ಆಗಿದೆನೋ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಪಕ್ಷದ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೀಯ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರಾದಂಥ ರಾಜನಾಥ್ ಸಿಂಗ್ ಅವರು ಎಲ್ಲ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಸರಿಪಡಿಸುವಂಥ ಕೆಲಸ ಅವ್ರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
Opposition leaders are saying that yes, Sriramulu is a tall leader from the backward community, from the ST community, but since he has now gone back to a BJP that's projecting Modi as their prime minister, perhaps minorities and other backward classes might not back Ramulu this time like last time. What do you have to say for that?
ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಈ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ರಾಜ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಬ್ಬ ಶ್ರೀರಾಮುಲು ಅವರು ST ಜನಾಂಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಹುಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ, ST ಮೀಸಲಾತಿ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರ ಇದು ಬಳ್ಳಾರಿ ಆಗಿದ್ದರೂ ಕೂಡ ನಾನು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ರಾಜ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ 30 ವರ್ಷಗಳಿಂದ ನನ್ನ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಬಿಲಿಟಿಯನ್ನು ನಾನು ಉಳಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಶ್ರೀರಾಮುಲು ಅಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಒಬ್ಬ ಸೆಕ್ಯುಲರ್, ಆ ಸೆಕ್ಯುಲರ್ಗೋಸ್ಕರವಾಗಿ ಸರ್ವಧರ್ಮೀಯರು, ಹಿಂದೂ, ಮುಸಲ್ಮಾನರು, ಜೈನರು, ಕ್ರಿಶ್ಚರು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಪ್ರೀತಿಯನ್ನು ಗಳಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡಂಥ ನಾನು ಇವತ್ತು ಅನಿವಾರ್ಯವಾದಂಥ ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಚುನಾವಣೆ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ, ನಾನು ಇವತ್ತು ಲೋಕಸಭಾ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದ ಅಭ್ಯರ್ಥಿ ಆಗಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಇವತ್ತು ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಮಂದಿ ಮುಸಲ್ಮಾನರಿದ್ದರು ಕೂಡ, ಕ್ರೈಸ್ತರಿದ್ದರು ಕೂಡ, ಜೈನರಿದ್ದರು ಕೂಡ ಶ್ರೀರಾಮುಲು ಅಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಒಂದು ಕ್ರೆಡಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಇದ್ದಂಥ ನಾಯಕ, ಒಬ್ಬ ಎಲ್ಲ ಜನಾಂಗಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಕಾದಂಥ ನಾಯಕ. ಇವತ್ತು ಒಬ್ಬ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಲೀಡರು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ರಾಜ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಆಗಿದ್ದರೂ ಕೂಡ ಇವತ್ತು ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಸೇರಿಕೊಂಡು ದೇಶಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರವಾಗಿ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ದುಡಿಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋ ಉದ್ದೇಶದಿಂದ ಇದು ಭಾರತೀಯ ಜನತಾ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡುವಂಥ ಕೆಲಸ ನಾನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ.
When Sriramulu seems upbeat about his prospects, but he can't afford to turn a deaf ear to the anti-Modi sentiments in areas like Kaul Bazar. A veteran of almost a decade in politics, Sriramulu doesn't hesitate to brandish men like these in his campaign.
You represent a community that is perceived to be against Modi and the whole treatment meted out to them during the Godhra, and it's always believed that the whole community or large sections of the community are against Modi and will support either the Congress or any other secular front. Why this decision? What do you think, since Modi is now being projected as their prime ministerial candidate?
So first of all, if you talk about Modi, we should blame our Congress also. The leaders, they had been supported for Modi before when he was started in any accuse or any wrong decision which have been taken. We are not bothered about Modi. We are thinking about Sriramulu to come because he is the good candidate for us.
Finally, what's your take on Godhra and Modi?
See, sir, this belongs to our community, and this was the wrong thing which had been done from other parties. They are blaming for Modi or whatever it is. See, we want Sriramulu to come. We are not thinking about Godhra and all because we minority wants unity in India.
When Sriramulu seems to have found an ally in Mohammad Rafiq, but there is no denying the fact that he is risking a backlash from the minorities. Caste politics aside, people in this region cannot make two ends meet, and this will certainly be one of the biggest points of contention in the upcoming elections.
सभी जने जीते हैं बढ़िया थे, काम आज करते नहीं, पानी नहीं आता 10-10 दिन 12-12 दिन खाली बिस्लेरी बाटले बेचते रहो, पानी फिल्टर कर लेते हैं, बेच ला डालते। फैक्ट्री में काम आज बुला लेते हैं हम बल्लारी वाले को, खाली दूसरे गाँव वाले आते चढ़ लेते, दूसरे गाँव वाले आते चढ़ लेते, बिहार वाले तो दुनिया के भर गए। हम ना को बल्लारी वाले खाली कुली गंडली 300 रुपये देना काम करना, नहीं 200 रुपये देना, ಕೋಚ್ ಕಾಮ ಅದು
ನೌಕರಿ ಇಲ್ಲ, ನಾವು ಅಸಲು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಬದುಕಬೇಕಂಬತ್ತೆ ನಮಗೆ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ ಕೂಡ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನಮ್ಮ ಹೆಂಡತಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಹೆಂಗೈತಾರ ಅನ್ನೋದ್ರೆ ಇವಾಗ ಮನೆ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಏನಿಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲ ರೋಡ್ ಬಡಿ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಓಣಿ ಮುರಿ ಬಡಿತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದ್ರಿಗೆ ಲೆಕ್ಕಾಚಾರನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಯಾರು ಬಂದು ಇಳಿಸ್ಕೊಂಬಲ್ಲ. ಅದು ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಕೇಳ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಅವರು ಮುನ್ಸಿಪಾಲಿಟಿ ಯಾರು ಬಂದು ಅವ್ರ ಜಲ್ಲಿ ಲೆಕ್ಕ ತಗೊಂಬಲ್ಲ ನಮಗೆ.
A change in political atmosphere has taken place from the days of Republic of Bellary. So in this aspect, there was lot of devastation of natural resources, people's unemployment, and mine owners, mine barons' exploitation of natural resources, and the enrichment of a few against a vast multitude of corrupt.
When you visit Bellary, there are contrasting factors that's hard to miss. One of them is the Jindal township over here, where Jindal have invested considerable amount of money in developing a well-planned township. On the other hand, you have various mining owners, mining barons who made crores of rupees but gave very little back to the constituency. On the other hand, you have allegations from the localites saying that Jindal hasn't given local people enough job opportunities.
But unemployment isn't the only problem he has to contend with. He has a formidable opponent in 74-year-old N.Y. Hanumantappa.
In the 2009 elections, the Reddy brothers fielded J. Shanta, sister of Sriramulu, from the Bellary constituency, and she defeated former Chief Justice Hanumantappa by a vote of over just 2,000 votes. And this time around, the Congress has again fielded Hanumantappa from this constituency. So how does Hanumantappa plan to defeat Sriramulu and BJP this time? Well, we'll tell you.